The stories we have for you this week include these.
VA's largest outpatient clinic opens in Austin.
It's Suicide Prevention Month. Let's all reach out to someone in need.
And VA kicks off a national outreach program for veterans and their families.
I'm Jim Benson with the Office of Public Affairs.
And I'm Gene Aker, recently retired from the VA Office of Information and Technology, back today to be a part of Jim Benson's last VA news before he retires. That's right, Jim Benson, the face and voice of VA for more than a decade, will be retired by the time you see this. I would not have missed this for the world. We'll be right back.
The largest freestanding VA outpatient clinic in the nation opened in Austin, Texas, with a ceremony on August 26th. The medical media team at the Central Texas Veterans Healthcare System in Temple reported on the opening of the 184,000 square foot facility.
2 years ago, the Central Texas Veterans Healthcare System broke ground here. And today, to accommodate the ever-increasing veteran enrollment in an area that has one of the fastest growing populations in the country, the Austin VA Outpatient Clinic is here, ready to serve.
Look at the camera.
The clinic has been open since July 9th, and August 22nd marked the official grand opening ceremony.
We are grateful that you have joined us on this very special day.
The event featured many highlights, including the Pledge of Allegiance being delivered by the United States' oldest living veteran, 107-year-old Richard Overton.
We're here to celebrate the opening of this magnificent clinic, the largest freestanding outpatient VA clinic in the country.
It's estimated that in 12 years, this clinic will serve up to 30,000 veterans. A clinic that has not only expanded in size, but lengthened its hours and increased its resources. A clinic that offers oncology, chemotherapy, and services we never had before. There's a new women's clinic that is a real women's clinic with digital mammography and ultrasound and newborn care, and teleconferences and remote counseling.
Representing the mayor of Austin, Alan Bergeron made a surprise presentation to the Central Texas Veterans Healthcare System director. A new sign changing the name of the road in front of the new clinic to Veterans Way in honor of Central Texas veterans. The new name will help eliminate the confusion of the new location, formerly Metropolis Drive, with the old location at Montopolis Drive.
Today, we're doing more than just opening up a new clinic. We're opening up, frankly, a new era in healthcare, a new commitment to caring for veterans across all their healthcare needs. We are honoring those brave men and women who have sacrificed for us as we give back to them. So again, we don't come here to go to work, we come here on a mission. We come here with a sacred trust. This new clinic is just one more installment in that debt gratitude that we have to all of you.
Austin veterans were truly excited about the new facility and how it will improve their lives.
We have veterans that's sick. They're sick from their head to the bottom of their feet. They got broken bones, broken toes, broken eyes, broken nose, so they can do all that here in one place, whereas we had to go to Temple and been scattered out from the old place.
The technology now that's in this new building, being able to swipe your card and the automated My Healthy Vet, I mean, it really is putting us veterans in control of our health care.
It's just a lot faster. You're in, you're out, you're done, and you can get on with your day.
The 184,000 square foot clinic was built to meet the current demand of veterans and allow for future growth. Additional services such as urology, orthopedics, and outpatient general surgery will be added as the demand arises.
It brings a lot more capability closer to more people. Healthcare is a community activity. It doesn't occur just in clinics, it doesn't occur just in hospitals. And the clinics often are the convening points for a lot of different things to happen. As VA moves to a much more patient-centered model, in fact, it's not even patient-centered anymore, it's patient-driven, because engaging patients is what's really important for improving health and well-being. Having a clinic, a facility like this that really is built around having that particular capability a healing space, a space that's comfortable for veterans, that can bring people together for group clinics, that can support telehealth, that can have the kind of respectful environment that veterans need, particularly those with special needs like mental health or women's health, is just an incredible opportunity.
Reporting from Austin, Texas with Stefan Green, this is Dean Clark.
September is Suicide Prevention Month, and VA works very hard to lower the suicide rate among the nation's veterans and active duty service members. There is a world of information on VA's mental health suicide prevention website to help veterans and service members deal with post-traumatic stress and thoughts of suicide. The site includes links to the Veterans Crisis Line and its online chat line and the Military Crisis Line, and other ways to reach VA counselors and mental health providers at VA medical and vet centers across the country. All month we'll be talking about suicide prevention and these services.
The VA Office of Public and Intergovernmental Affairs is rolling out a major advertising campaign this week.
It actually is the first VA national outreach campaign. It is aimed at making more than 13 million veterans who are not coming to VA more aware of the benefits or care that they have earned. Here is the first of a number of advertisements and public service announcements planned for the 2-year campaign. This PSA is scheduled for release this week.
The military has been in every generation of my family, and so has VA. It wasn't easy for my dad after Vietnam, but VA helped him and my mom get the home they'd always wanted. My grandpa's been coming to VA since World War II. They even helped him lay to rest one of his battle buddies from Normandy. And me, I followed in their footsteps and served with pride. And now that I'm out of the military, the GI Bill's helping me with school. Every generation of my family has served, and VA has served us all.
You know, Gene, I had the chance to talk to the driving force behind the Veterans Outreach Campaign, Dr. Tommy Sowers, the Assistant Secretary for Public and Intergovernmental Affairs. Here is a portion of that interview. We'll show more of it in upcoming shows. Dr. Sowers, you've established a high-end 3-phased advertising program in public affairs to increase the awareness of VA benefits for some 13 million veterans who are not yet taking advantage of those benefits. Can you tell us why an outreach ad campaign?
Well, first off, Secretary Shinseki has established increasing access as one of our top 3 goals here at the department. And the President as well is focused on making sure that veterans receive the benefits that they've earned. We did a survey of veterans a few years back, and of the 22.4 million veterans, about 60% know little to nothing about their benefits. And these are benefits that have changed, that do change veterans' lives. It's changed my life. It's changed lives of the 8.9 million that use one of our services. And so, if you're playing defense and just hoping that the message gets out, we've got to be more aggressive than that. We've got to be able to go out and inform veterans about their benefits. And truly, Congress has charged us with this duty, is the affirmative duty to make sure veterans both know of the benefits that are out there and they're encouraged to apply. So what's starting on September 9th is really the first phase of a multi-year, multi-channel effort to make sure veterans know of, receive, and apply for the benefits that they've earned.
For the first time in more than 50 years, since the Vietnam War, the Medal of Honor has been presented to 2 survivors of the same battle. President Obama recently presented the nation's highest honor to Army Staff Sergeant Ty Carter, a member of the 4th Infantry Division's Bravo Troop, for gallantry and intrepidity in a battle with Taliban forces in Afghanistan on October 3, 2009. The President presented the Medal of Honor earlier this year to Clint Romisha for his actions in the same battle. Carter and Romisha were among 53 soldiers literally surrounded and overwhelmed by more than 300 Taliban. Many of the 53 at the remote camp, Combat Outpost Keating, died that day, and President Obama paid tribute to them by inviting and recognizing survivors of the battle and members of the entire troop's families. The Bravo Troop is one of the most decorated of the Afghanistan War, with 37 Army Commendation Medals, 27 Purple Hearts, 19 Bronze Stars for Valor, and 9 Silver Stars for Gallantry.
53 American soldiers were suddenly surrounded by more than 300 Taliban fighters. The outpost was being slammed from every direction. Machine gun fire, rocket-propelled grenades, mortars, sniper fire. It was chaos. the blizzard of bullets and steel into which Ty ran, not once or twice or even a few times, but perhaps 10 times. And in doing so, he displayed the essence of true heroism, not the urge to surpass all others at whatever cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever cost.
You can read all of the President's remarks and Sergeant Carter's Medal of Honor citation at the White House web address on the screen. President Obama also praised Sergeant Carter's bravery for his open struggle with PTSD and the nation's efforts to not let him and others suffer alone.
At first, like a lot of troops, Ty resisted seeking help. But with the support of the Army, the encouragement of his commanders, and most importantly, the love of Shannon and the kids, Ty got help. The pain of that day, I think Ty understands, and we can only imagine, may never fully go away. But Ty stands before us as a loving husband, a devoted father, an exemplary soldier who even redeployed to Afghanistan. So now he wants to help other troops in their own recovery, and it is absolutely critical for us to work with brave young men like Ty to put an end to any stigma that keeps more folks from seeking help. So let me say it as clearly as I can to any of our troops or veterans who are watching and struggling. Look at this man. Look at this soldier. Look at this warrior. He's as tough as they come, and if he can find the courage and the strength to not only seek help, but also to speak out about it, to take care of himself and to stay strong, then so can you. So can you. And as you summon that strength, our nation needs to keep summoning the commitment and the resources to make sure we're there when you reach out. Because nobody should ever suffer alone. And no one should ever die waiting for the mental health care that they need. That's unacceptable. And all of us have to do better than we're doing.
Did you know VA Suicide Prevention Center has received more calls through June than any full year since the center opened in 2007? Through June, the center had received almost 204,000 calls for fiscal year 2013. The previous high was for fiscal year 2012, with 193,507 calls. The fiscal year ends September 30th, leaving a full quarter in this fiscal year. The center is also on pace to receive more calls from veterans mentioning suicide during calls this year. That's our show for this week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gene Aker. Jim, it was a pleasure to work with you and to come in and share one of your last moments at VA. And I'm happy to invite you to the real VA force for good. It's retirement force.
Gene, thank you for those kind words. It has been a great ride for almost 15 years at VA and the 20 in the Air Force because of the people I've been blessed to work with like yourself. I'm Jim Benson, and a thank you to all of you for watching VA News, the other programs that we put on the air in order to educate our family, both in VA and our veteran family, about the veterans benefits available to you. And it's been a privilege and a pleasure to bring those stories to you for the last 14 years. Thank you again. Have a great week and the rest of your time at VA.
I know it's your last day here, and I know that you've interviewed hundreds of folks. You have been an exceptional communicator, and I just want to commend you and thank you for your service to your country and your fellow veterans.
Thank you very much, Dr. Showers.